For real this time. Please. Please. Please, YouTube, I need this. Oh, okay, there we go. Wow. It just took 2 tries, but we did it. We have done it. Wait, is my mic on? The mic is on. The game is mad loud. We're good to go. All right, let me lower the game audio a bit. Aha, there we go. Okay. Hello. Oh, Thick Boy is the first person in the chat. What a name. What a name. Okay. Hello, everyone. What's good, fam? L stream. Okay, it's not gonna lie, you might be right about it being an L stream. I think I streamed to Twitch first just now, and I don't know if it even worked. I streamed to Twitch first, and then I tried to... I'm so dumb, I can't even think of what I'm trying to say. I streamed to Twitch first, and then I tried to... and it didn't show up on YouTube. That's what it was. Okay. My bad, my bad. Wait, hold on. What? This video is only available to subscribers. Sub to watch and support Steed. When the hell did I set my Twitch settings for that? What kind of nonsense is that? Okay. Forget Twitch. Let's not look at Twitch. Hello, guys. How are you? Not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited for the Squadron test. Exactly. We're not gonna play this game for very long. I just want to play it for a tiny bit because obviously Squadron's happening later. Tonight. I say later tonight. It's in like, I don't know, 7 hours. I'm not really keeping track. 7 hours isn't even accurate, actually. What the hell? Maybe more like 9. Who knows? So, yeah. Let's do a little bit of this, and then we'll swap to. Well, I mean, we won't swap. I guess I'll just turn the stream off when it's time, and then I'll get my resties in. I'll get my rest in, so I can wake up in time for Dragon Ball Squadron. See the really locking stream behind the paywall? No, I'm not locking a stream behind the paywall. I'm just shocked it says that. Wait, hold on. Let me look at this a bit more. While you guys are here, you can leave a like and tell me what is... let's think of a random thing to talk about. Oh, if Dragon Ball Super does come back, which kind of animation would you want for it? Would you want Dragon Ball Super Broly-esque animation? Would you want Dragon Ball Daima-esque animation? Or would you want One Piece animation? And do you think... Which animation do you think fits Dragon Ball the best? That's the question I want to ask you. There you go. I've done it. I've stored them for long enough. Okay. It's saying only... This video is only available to subscribers, but I'm literally on my own Twitch account looking at my own Twitch VOD, and it's saying it's only available to subscribers. What kind of... Excuse me? What are we smoking? Okay. I gotta change that. I don't know how to change settings on Twitch. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I might be dumb as hell. Oh, hell no. You dumb as hell, bro. Okay. I can report my own VOD. What is the point? Alright. Is it create a dashboard? I'm assuming it's create a dashboard. My god, I feel like an old man looking at Twitch. Okay, let's see. This is, you know what, this is confusing. I'll just come back to this another time. I'll come back to this when I'm not streaming. How about that? Okay. I just want the animations to be good. Daima, I want Dragon Ball Super Episode 5 animation. Bruh, Kill la Kill animation. Fucking go back to early Z, Daima. Comment I just want Dragon Ball to have good writing again. That's very fair. They can never go back to Z. Z was of the time animation. Black stream, Twitch stream. Let's go. Twitch is mid. Something not Storm. You can't spell Twitch without unusable. Oh, okay, damn. Steve, what game are you playing? I'm playing Ultimate Tenkaichi right now. The best Dragon Ball game, don't you know? Let's get straight into it. Is bro training with the drink to learn how to slap? Indeed. Also, don't say it like that. Okay. Congratulations to Daima for winning. Yeah. I just like...
I'll show you that I can change.
I planned you're playing this again? Oh, well, of course. Yeah, we just played a good game, right? What was the last thing I streamed? Zenless Zone? Right? I might be wrong. I think it was Endless Zone. We just streamed a good game, so now we have to play, like, peak dog shit. Someone's gonna say, Steve, did you just call a gacha game good? Yeah, you're an idiot, bozo. See, this gameplay is so weird. It's just me and Trunks spamming Ki Blast on each other, and whoever spam Ki Blast lands without being stunned by the other person's spam Ki Blast is the winner. This game is just a nightmare. Zenless Zone for 7 hours, yeah. Tomb of the Giants versus Ultimate Tenkaichi. Which one has more pain? Ultimate Tenkaichi. That's an entire game. Tomb of the Giants is anus. I'm not gonna lie. My experience with Tomb of the Giants wasn't anywhere near as bad because how do I say this in a way where I don't sound like a rude person? I understood that when I went there the first time, it was way too damn dark. And I remembered I picked up this item called Skull Lantern from a few enemies I'd killed. So I just equipped that. And I went through the Tomb of the Giants. That's it. Okay. Can I go soup? Oh, yeah, we can go soup. Tomb of the Giants is cool as fuck, honestly. It's not that long too, so it's pretty fun. Yeah, I don't think Tomb of the Giants it's a very short location. Obviously, going through it the first time, especially in a game like Dark Souls 1, it's gonna feel like hell. But it's a really like I'm not gonna say tame area because some enemies are just like fucked up. Right? Okay, come on, yes. Yes. Oh, he's gonna try and evade this. Oh no. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? With my armor on, he could stun me? What? Wait, what? Oh, no. Okay. Please lose. Yes. Why is he getting up close, bro? Just shoot him with a damn key blast. Okay. God damn. Cooked by the drink? I am getting cooked. Wait, he's intercepting it? Okay. You're really desperate. He almost won. He almost won. Okay. Good, good, good. Went to Tomb of the Giants immediately on my first playthrough. I thought it was being that hard was normal because of Dark Souls' reputation. That's a really unfortunate first-time experience, but also, yeah, that would happen. All you would hear is that Dark Souls is a hard game. So when you enter an area and the area is complete BS, you're like, oh, I guess that's the way it's supposed to be when it's not. Damn ad broke my phone. True. Temple Run Steam stream when? Never. Also, why am I just wasting all my damn energy? Uh-oh. Oh, he can super. We're not gonna let him. Okay. Dark Souls was never hard, just bad explanations, to be honest. I think I'm gonna give the Souls games credit. Yes, even you, Dark Souls 2. I do believe all the Souls games are definitely harder than your standard action game. I'm gonna just block it. Evade is probably not gonna work because it's this game. So, I'd rather block it. I'll give the Souls games credit. They are definitely 100% harder than your standard action game, especially like RPG games where you beat things up and you level up and you go on a big adventure. Wait, hold on. Does Gohan have broken... Oh, he has absurd key game. There's no way this doesn't kill me. There's no way this doesn't kill me. There's literally no way this doesn't kill me. Was this nigga getting entire supers back off of one single fucking attack? And there's another guy to fight after this too, bruh. Okay. Look, he could super again. What the fuck? He's getting entire supers back off of just countering me. That is nonsense. Okay. That is nonsense, man. He lands one counterattack and he can get a whole super off. That's just peak BS. Okay. They're on the hard nowadays, but they released at a time where games were basically free wins and easy as shit. Yeah. I do think video games have gotten harder ever since Dark Souls came out, obviously. Is he gonna only do this? Am I forced? I think I might be forced to put him in this combo forever. Because he has enough ki to go for a super attack right away. So he's only ever gonna do that. Robert spamming that shit like a tryhard. Celeste, my beloved. That Broly looks a bit weird. It's because you're not a true Dragon Ball fan. You can't understand the form of this Broly. Oh my fucking... Okay, so it looks like it's the same side every time though. Like this game is that lazy. It's the same side every time to counter. So just find out which side the enemy isn't picking and just pick that. Okay. Now, the question is, can the next guy coming in counter? Because if he can, or can he super? Okay, he can't. It's Gotenks anyways. If he could super me, I'd be completely cooked. Okay, we can ult now, though. Okay, don't die. Not yet. Okay. The second the ultimate is available, we're using it. Okay.
I'll fight all out.
Let's go. Okay. If we're lucky, we can get a second ultimate after this. Bro has one move and that's it. Yeah. Try playing Dark Souls 1 after Elden Ring. You'll feel like Wally West fighting some turtles. The game's got severely harder, faster, and more complex. Oh yeah, no, 100%. Playing Dark Souls 1 after beating Elden Ring, the game actually felt easy. Like, there were still some things that were just BS, obviously, like Bed of Chaos fight. There's just a lot of things that actually are genuinely bullshit. To be fair, every Souls game has an enemy or a stage or a location or a thing that's genuinely bullshit, even when you have experience. But the game is very easy after you play Elden Ring. Is Gotenks SSJ 2 here? It looked like just SSJ 1. The game is weird. They just be giving Super Saiyan 1s and lightning sometimes. Everyone talks about Dark Souls, but never Demon Souls. I think it's because Demon Souls is, like, actually bad. Like, okay, let me not say bad. It's just by far the worst, right? Like, it's always the thing to go, oh, which one's the best one? Dark Souls 1, 2, or 3, right? And then people argue that Dark Souls 2 is the worst or Dark Souls 1 is the worst. But in reality, we all know Demon Souls is the worst. We're just not talking about it. You know? Okay. Man, this training for this game is mad long, dude. Wait, that's Elfish, not Broly? Yes, that's the... Actually, you know what? You guys can't tell because I'm wearing the Android 17 hat. Is there a chance a future gacha you're personally looking forward to? I'm looking towards neverness to everness. I don't think I'm looking forward to any of them. I mean, I'm sure some bangers will come out, but for now, I'm not really looking forward to them. I think what gets me into a gacha is, one, a specific character design. Or... No, that's it. That's it. And then even then, it has to be more than that. Like, I wasn't going to play Wuthering Waves just for Cantarella. Cantarella was the character that, like, made me go, okay, I'm invested. But it was seeing a clip of someone doing, like, parkour, like, movement in the open, like, running up a wall and running seamlessly in the open world that made me go, ooh, hold on, that looked good. That looked good. That looked nice. That made me actually, like, download the game. There's no way that hits. Okay. We go Super Saiyan. Very nice. Wu Witch Reversal is so good. Yeah, it's so good. I saw one clip of someone moving around in the game and I was like, okay, that looks crispy. Now I have to get it. Genshin, what made me get Genshin? I think, okay, I'm gonna be honest, I actually remember Genshin being announced at, like, the fucking Game Awards or E3 or Summer Games Fest, right? I remember that game getting announced, actually. And I remember the date, and on the day of it being released, I remember a bunch of people tweeting, oh my god, that's like anime, open world, Breath of the Wild with like 4 characters on the team at the same time. And I was like, oh yeah, it's that game I was looking out for. So I actually did play Genshin day one. Like, I actually did play that game day one. Like, the day it released, I was on it. Because I'd remembered it, and then I remembered seeing a bunch of people talking about it on the literal day of its release, and I was like, oh shit, I wanted to play that. I think back then I was just looking for any game that was good, to be honest. What made me play Zenless Zone, huh? I guess it was Gendo. I'm not gonna lie, it was just Gendo. I don't even think it was like the gameplay that much, it was just Gendo. Like, the gameplay looked fire, but it was just Gendo. Hazuka says the Mona grind was insane back then. Oh yeah, people wanted Mona more than they wanted the actual, like, limited 5-star characters. At least you're honest. Hey, you gotta be honest. When you're honest, it's harder for people to call you out. How can you say the truth isn't the truth? You know? Rat Doji got tempted by a rat character. You're right. I'm not even gonna front, you're right. Okay. Boom. Don't dodge it. Oh. Nasty work, but we don't falter. Okay. Let's go for heavy again and let's see what he picks. He could super me already! Okay. We might need to just accept that. Oh my god, we might need to just accept that these enemies can super us off of one counter now. Okay, please tell me it's the same side. Please tell me it's the same side. Yep. Okay, so I think all of these AI are brainless and they pick the same side every time. Now we're gonna go for light attacks. Okay. I mean, those hips on Jendo don't lie, that's true. Who would you say do furries better, Wu or ZZZ? Why are you asking me? Ah, yes, professional furry guy, Stidoji. I have to say Zenless Zone. Zenless Zone actually has full-on furries. Like, again, Lycon's a very hard to beat design. I think if there is a furry in Wuthering Waves, you might be talking about people with like some animal features, but it's not. To me, it's not close enough. It's not close enough to even count as a furry. And it's very hard to beat Lycon in terms of like designs that appeal to like furries or people who like furry characters. Yeah, the AI in this game is brainless. They will legit only pick one side. Oh shit! Oh, I made a mistake. I forgot. He always picks that. Okay, is he gonna go for it? No, he only goes for heavy. It's fine. Oh, so we're just being pieces of shit now. Okay. Oh, it's my turn. Looks like I'll go for a light attack when he's least expecting it. I'm Sal. I'm such a piece of shit. I couldn't even vanish, so I'm just taking full damage. If he gets to ultimate me and he one-shots me, I'm gonna be so fucking angry. Come on. Oh my god. Okay. Let's go. Bro's getting bugged. I haven't played this game in years. I remember I was so good at fighting the... Okay. That was rude as fuck. I remember I was so good at fighting the AI. I can perfect every fight. Damn. Bro actually remembered the pattern that the character's attacking. Is it the same side as the Ki Blasts? Oh, it's the opposite side. Okay. I feel like I won't survive this if I take it, because every enemy in this game does way too much fucking damage, so we'll just guard it. Who would you rather be trapped in a room with, Jane Doe or Camellia? Yes, I have spelled her name wrong from Muwa. I think Jane Doe, because Camellia is like actually insane. Like, Camellia isn't even a yandere, she's like an actual problem. So... yeah, I would rather. And Jane is just like a weird police officer, right? But Camellia is like an actual like super like villain. Like, Camellia is Toga if Toga had like fucking Ki from Dragon Ball Z. That's the best way to describe Camellia. Camellia is just Toga if she had Ki. Rather than having that bum ass like, oh, I need to suck blood from someone quirk. If you alternate the buttons between two different fingers, you'll vanish faster. That's how I did it when I was younger. I see. I'll have to give it a try. I need to lower his Ki though, because he's going to block my ultimate, so... There we go. I fight all out! Crazy style, Dio, but Steve Toga is a high school girl and therefore stronger. You're right, my bad. Anime high school girl. She's a police officer. You might want to reconsider. She might have biases against you. Oh, I see how it is. I get what you mean. So they name a tragic JoJo character death that could have been prevented.
Too much.
I actually don't know. I guess Josuke's grandpa. Most people won't consider it tragic, but I would. Because that guy was everything to Josuke. So... Oh, we got burning attack! That guy was actually everything to Josuke. Avdol, no, I can't see how you would save Avdol. Avdol seems dead like no matter what. But Toga can solo Deku? Bravo, that's an L on Deku's part. For real. Actually, for real. Now what? Okay. Let's... go into this. How long am I even going to be streaming today for? I do want to get some rest, obviously, because I want to be fully charged for Gekishin Squadra. I guess we'll only stream for like maybe an hour and a half or something.
How unfortunate you'd have to fight me. Excuse me.
I should have known Hazuka is the GOAT. Indeed. My man. Oh, okay. Oh, he can Ki Blast me. Okay. Come on. Oh, he thinks I didn't know. Okay. Heavy default Mega Shonen on the second fight? Nope. Getting 5 XP a match is painful. Yeah, this game makes leveling up so slow. Why does this Poundlands Elphus have a Poundlands Goku Black voice? Maybe he's Elphus Black. Who knows? 7 hours of Ultimate Tenkaichi, you might be smoking. 7 hours of Ultimate Tenkaichi will literally never happen. I won't let it happen. Why does Poundland Alphas have a... Oh my god. The Alpha Slow expands. Boring our gameplay. This is peak gameplay. Alright? You just don't understand it because you're bad at the game. Okay. Are you prepared? Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. Let's cheese the damage. One good thing I liked about Squadron's first test is that at the last day they gifted enough currency to get everything. Oh yeah, no, I thought that was really cool. The last day of the beta, they legit just gave out enough currency to get everything in the game, which was really cool. I remember I used the currency to get a few things, and then I can't remember what I did after that. And then I didn't even queue up for a single match. What I did was get a few cosmetics, then I didn't even queue up for a match. I'm actually a moron. Speaking of, where did Elphys' name come from? Most people it sounded like El Piss, and that's funny. What's the stupid cope I use for... Oh no, I think Elphys just means something vaguely along the lines of hope in Greek. So yeah, I'm doing a Final Fantasy. I'm just calling my character Hope. And since his name is Greek, that means he has statements, and therefore he can beat Kratos and Asura. I'm just saying.
Interesting.
Squadron could be good, so just hope it doesn't turn into another Breakers. I'm praying it doesn't. After seeing your video about the future of Dragon Ball, it does sadden me because I've watched it for years and they have a lot of potential still. Yeah, it does, but you have to be honest with yourself sometimes. It's looking kind of bleak. Evil Steed be like Xenoverse 2 Ultimate Tenkaichi and Sparky, you are perfectly flawless games. So true. Boom. This game is so slow. Look how long it takes for damage to build up, man. Just because they want to flex a guy being knocked into a stone like I've never seen that before in a Dragon Ball game. Okay. I want to see if I can get enough for the ultimate. Yes. Because if we can, we're going to try and cheese the ultimate on the next guy. Evil Steed paywalls it. Why is it continuing in a second part? He's already dead. This game just loves to waste time. Not gonna lie, I don't know how I feel about yellow Super Saiyan with a pure blue aura. I don't blame you. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. You're dead anyways. When are you gonna play Mario Kart? Who knows? Well, here's one thing. I definitely can't play it when Squadra's demo is out because there's no... I'm gonna keep it straight. I don't think anyone's gonna want to watch me play Mario Kart when there's a new Dragon Ball game. And it's like a multiplayer only game. That's the thing. Oh, no, Breakers is also a multiplayer only game, and that sucks. So I can't really say that. But Squadra definitely tries a lot harder to be an actual game. They always pick the same sides. Okay. So when they're doing melee, it's always left, but when they're doing Ki Blast, it's always right. Maybe. Okay. Shuni picks heavy. All right. I now know this. I'll be right. Yeah. Okay. But I swear the internet is cursed. I see. Crossplay and cross progression, a rarity. This game has to do well. Yeah, having crossplay is a very good starter. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. There's apparently Rule 13 of Elvis and Myra. Go check real quick. I'm not checking. First of all, I know. Second of all, I'm not checking it. Okay. Here I come. I'm saying to Krillin's wife, here I come. All right. Just slow down, buddy. Wait a minute. No, 18's my butt, buddy. Right? 18's my gal. When I do ultimate attacks, 18 supports me. Hold up. I want to see if I can show it. When I do ultimate attacks in base form, 18 shows up out of nowhere. See, if they added more to Breakers, how would you feel? I mean, it would actually be cool new Dragon Ball content, even if I don't like Moro. So it would actually be cool new Dragon Ball content. Alright. Look at this. Bro. 18 jumps 18, yeah. Look at this. Okay, boom. And then all of a sudden, who is that? Who is that? Bro. Oh my lord.
I'll remember you.
That was a good fight. I'll remember you. 18 versus future 18? So true. To be fair, Krillin's been dead for like 200 years in this timeline. She's available. Okay, that's cool, but 18 self... Oh, alright. Alright, I see you, I see you. Okay. Super Android 18! How many trainings left? Just one more. Oh. Okay, wait. I'm not even capping. I'm not even 30 minutes into the stream and I feel fucking tired. Now, I will say, in all fairness, I think I only slept for 3 hours today. Because I went to bed at like... no, I slept for like 4 hours maybe, actually. I went to bed at like 2 a.m., I think. Because I was like, oh, the squadron thing's going to happen at 7 a.m. in my time. So I went to bed at 2 a.m. And I think I woke up at 5. And I stayed up for a bit. I was checking Steam. I was checking all the other consoles to see if the game was up. Nothing was up, so I was like, okay, forget it. And I went back to sleep. And then I woke up again at like 6:30 or some shit. I can't remember. And I just stayed up because I was like, it's going to land, definitely. And then Bandai Namco put out a tweet. Not Bandai Namco. The Gekishin Squadron actual account put out a tweet saying, the network test will be live in 24 hours. And I was like, what? So I just got the date wrong. I thought it was going to be on the 11th. What they meant is that it would be America's 11th. And my 12th. So.
How unfortunate you'd have to fight me.
Oh.
Try and stop me.
Oh. Oof. I'll be honest, there are other days where I've streamed with less hours of sleep. The only issue is that Ultimate Tenkaichi is Ultimate Tenkaichi. The game wasn't designed to keep you awake to begin with. Okay. Let me go for light attack. Oh, now he's going for light attack. Okay. That is bizarre. Imagine failing. So I'm going to go for heavy now, and you're going to take it. You're going to take it, and you're going to like it. Oh, okay. That was quick. Light attack? Okay. He's very heavy with the lights. I don't care. Strike me. Okay, cool. Ultimate Tenkaichi making you fall asleep so Squadron can wake you up. That's very true. Shai says, I see you're enjoying Cock and Dragon Ball torture. So true, gang, so true. For some reason, the bed hair option for the light hero changes when turning SHA. That doesn't change for the other heroes. I see. Again, it's a small hero character. It's probably based on Super Saiyan. Not Super Saiyan 4. It's probably based on GT Goku or something. Okay. What for some way they made a sequel to this? Cut that bullshit out. No. Okay. Oh my god, look how roided Vegeta is in this game, man. I lost 150-50, so guess what's gonna happen now? Okay. This game is fucking exhausting me. Let me get an energy drink real quick. I don't want to get an energy drink. Let me get Coca-Cola. Let me get some Coca-Cola. Let me put some of that sugary bullshit on my tongue. And then we'll be back. So give me like 20 seconds, guys, kings, lads, amigos. Okay. This should be better. Chat, has it been 20 seconds? Bruh, leave me alone. Hey, son, what's your opinion on Namekians? Would his son fuck with Namekians? No, he wouldn't. I don't think he would. He would not fuck with Namekians. He'd fuck with Frieza, but not with Namekians. Okay, it's the same side every time, right? Holy fuck, that's actually the case. It's just actually the same side every time. Why am I doing this? This doesn't give me any meter. It's wasting my own meter. Oh, no, I'm not. We have to end the combo. We have to end the combo. I forgot how much this uses up your own meter. What? 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 Now he's just going to hit me with a massive super and I die right away. Because I can't block this. This is what I mean, man. If you don't play with just heavy attack only in this game, you will fucking lose and it will be your fault. This game wants you to play it in one specific way. You have enough energy to spam your super attack, and then you spam your super attack. Okay. When are you going to stop picking heavy? There we go. He could have killed me if he used the super straight up. I couldn't have blocked it. He might still be able to kill me even after this, though. Okay. This guy is not real. Okay. It's just so funny seeing him slam the guy on the ground constantly. For amps is so crazy. Bro getting folded by Vegeta. Look, he's mad hard in this, right? Can you see how this bitch wasted the entire time of my strike modes? Okay. Yeah, see, Vegeta heals when he lands super attacks. Thanks for the heads up, I'll keep that in mind. I'm dead. I can't do anything about that.
All that training made me too strong for you.
Okay. All right. Sure. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I'm over it. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Ugh. Okay. This never continues unless if we go forward, but I don't want to go forward. Okay. Damn, losing to non-Squadra Vegeta is crazy work. You right? Okay. Holy crap! I'm seriously not trying to fall asleep, but this game is so. This game has so much NyQuil in its core. Okay.
How unfortunate you'd have to fight me.
Okay, do you think Fujisaka chapter 3? Oh. I have no idea. Content City gets wrecked, so I'm assuming either... Now he's picking heavy. I'm assuming either Ultra Super Villain Broly or Frieza, because Frieza's the one who always visits... They gave Buddy world cutting kick. I cannot believe it. He really said tail, like Scale of Dragon, Twin Meteor, Repulsion, world cutting kick. Because what the actual fuck? Sniping ass melee. Why are you playing this game? That's a good point. I guess it's because I hadn't played a Dragon Ball game in a while. I gave Zenless Zone a 7-hour stream, and I haven't done that for like any Dragon Ball game. Okay, locker. See, during your play for Broly, you mentioned that Raging Blast 2 left a bad taste in your mouth, but didn't explain it as to why. I think for the most part, the controls were just ass for that game. Okay.
Here's a sample of my skills. Is that it?
Good. Bruce fighting Orga in real life? I am. Steed's real fight is him fighting the sleep debuff. You're right, man. I'm really not trying to be like DSP or LTG falling asleep on stream or some shit. But how the fuck do you survive this? Pull up Sonic Riders again, big dog. The fucking jet sounds, mate. The jet sounds are peak. Stop hating. Stand up to wake up. You just want to see me in my underpants. No, sir. No, amigo. I will not be giving you the time of day. This could have been Smash. Potentially, maybe. Let me ult. That's what I like to call some good old-fashioned cheese.
Impossible.
Okay. Odd. It's the same direction every time. Animations for this game still look good. I know what you mean by that. Holy fuck, I hate this game. It's so slow. It's so fucking boring. Where am I? Okay. No, I'm not even kidding. I might actually just end the stream. This is so fucking aimless. Let me see what other games we have. We're not doing Ultimate Tenkaichi. Just look at the picture of a thick baddie to wake you up. It's not enough. It's actually not enough. Okay, what other games we got? Budokai 3, Budokai 2, Sonic Riders, Zero Gravity, Astro Boy. Oh yeah, I got that just so I could play it. Shadow the Hedgehog, Tenkaichi 3, Dragon Ball Fusion. No, wait, this isn't actually Dragon Ball Fusion. That's a mod. Okay. Armored Core Nexus, Silent Line, Armored Core 3, Armored Core Another Age. Armored Core Another Age actually takes another age to finish. Look, I'm all down for more missions in my Armored Core games, but when you put 100 missions in an Armored Core game, I know for a fact some of these missions are either just escort a vehicle by killing 5 enemies, or it's going to be survive a fucking 1v5 with Godzilla, Cthulhu, Goku, Doomslayer, and Kratos. Bro, just pull up Hazaka mods, get some water and open ZZZ. Nah. Okay. Tenor and Kagura stream, no bull steed. Again. Alberto getting splitted. Maybe just look at Portrait. Oh. No. Hold up. Let's see, to celebrate Crossworlds. You want me to play Sonic to celebrate Crossworlds? We already did a full playthrough of Sonic Riders and Zero Gravity. Pokro with the Hazaka mod. Let's relax, let's be normal. Alright. I want to see if I can beat this guy. But it's gonna take more than fucking carbonated drinks to keep me alive. Bro, I was not expecting to be playing Shadow of Erdtree right now. Because the amount of fucking eternal sleep I'm getting hit with fighting this dude, holy fuck, man. Holy fuck. Let me get myself like a bar of chocolate, something I can just chew on real quick. And hopefully that turns into raw energy. So give me. Dang, thank you so much for holding out with me. Even though we're playing literally boring slop. Give me like a tiny bit, alright? He might hit us with a super attack and we might die right away, so none of this might matter. Ruby says, I don't care about the game seed, I'm here for you. Oh, that's very sweet, Ruby. All back shots, let's go. He's dead. Who is Hassan? Don't worry about it. It's a massive waste of your time, don't check it. That's gonna hit me from this angle? Oh wait, we've beat him. We've just beat him, actually. We just barely had enough energy. Oh. We almost lost that. I don't know why, but every beam clash in this game, if you're the one defending, it only does 5,000 damage. You could literally be using fucking super spirit bomb to beam clash and have a crazy move and it's only doing 5k damage and we're getting put in this combo. Nice. Okay, good news is that even after he's done with this combo, he won't be able to super attack. Did you almost lose? I'm on the verge of almost always losing when I play this. Actually, you know what? I'm losing right now because I'm playing the game. It has to be a form of loss. Yes. Oh, you're smoked now. You are so smoked. If he dodges this, I swear to... Oh my god. Please don't actually evade this, bro. Please just fuck it up. Oh, thank god. Thank god he fucked it up. Okay, he's not like Zarbon. Zarbon just has an 100% chance to dodge. This guy's smoked. And we're not even done yet. We're not even done yet. We're not even done yet. We're not done yet. Okay. We somehow made this comeback. That's why you always win League by having it uninstalled. Exactly. So true, Hazuko. Cutscene of a game, it really is. Okay. And there you go, we won. Nice. W comeback.
It was a good fight. I'll remember you.
Interception learner. Ooh. We actually got an achievement. That was Trunks' final training, right? Lightning sword slash. Oh! Trunks type definitely gives us a sword, right? That might be meta. That's why you're the goat steed for go. Oh, thank you. Alright. Some of the... Okay, some of the chocolate was stuck in my teeth, but it's gone now. Finally, holy fuck, we're done with that. Do we do all of... Let's do some of the easier ones. Let's just collect the extra benefits from these easier, like, lower level ones. I do want to put on Trunks' fighting style first. So let's do that. And let's take the aura off. Trunksu. Let's go. Customize supers. Let's be real, it doesn't matter. Okay, is he gonna pull a sword out of fucking nowhere? Probably. %100% ultimate Tenkaichi playthrough? Nah, I don't know. Leveling up and getting stronger in this game felt like the show, not gonna lie. What do you mean?
Beautiful comrade, let us join in a graceful dance.
What?
So, we meet again. This time I'll be the winner.
What? He's just fucking flirting with her outright? Damn, okay, no subtlety. There's no sword? Okay, but we're taking this bullshit off. Okay, she's just gonna stand there and let me do it. We are way stronger than the AI of this level. This is actually tragic. Elf Riz. Elf is still real for that? Man, this gas was my guilty pleasure back in the day. I don't know how this could be your guilty pleasure, but I do believe you when you say that this was gas back in the day. Because playing this game, there is no difference to just being gassed. You're getting hit with raw doo-doo the entire time you're playing the game. She said shoot. The only thing that's about to get shot. I was going to say it's you, but I don't have any key blast right now. It's just a punch. Oh, wait, there's a Kamehameha at the end of this. Aha. You're not dealing with the average Riz Saiyan. The suave voice really just goes with the flirting. Yeah. And I like the fact that they only allowed us to go Super Saiyan. Yeah, because we're so OP, we don't have to go any higher.
I'm itching to get this started.
The only thing that's about to get shot is your back. Nasty. Did you get an AI summary of the stream? Damn. What did it say? Did it say the YouTuber Steve Doge is attempting to incite humor amongst his fan base? But unbeknownst to him, nobody is laughing at his jokes. They're laughing at him. Alright, let me go on Twitter and see if I can make myself angry for no reason.
My beautiful comrade, let us join in a graceful dance.
So,
The hell is this?
again. This time I'll be the
Oh, the
winner.
SAG-AFTRA strike is finally ending. Holy hell. That took a while. Okay. Let's see. Allow me to show...
Allow me to show you my power.
Absolute cinema. I mean, it's a good thing that the voice actor strike is ending, but if it's ending, I don't know if... I think I already said this. I've definitely said this before. I'm very sure every single Genshin VA who took part in the strike is getting replaced. 100%. There's no way. If they could get rid of the main characters for Honkai Star Rail and Paimon, they can get rid of anybody. And it would be no skin off their teeth. They've probably already found replacements. So they don't give a fuck. Someone said to eat some One Punch Man so he can rant. Is she dead blocking?
The loser should leave in silence.
The loser should leave in silence. You should ask for feedback on your video. I gave it a 1 star. Mods, send them to the Shadow Realm, please. I'm yoking. Sorry. Man who hates Shala is singing it for no reason. Let me think. Ah, yes. We just want to... No, not this. We just want to beat up 18 again. Okay. That reminds me that a new Chainsaw Man chapter came out. It's not as bad as the previous chapters, but it wasn't good either, and it kind of reinforces what I mean about Denji's character being deadly inconsistent. I guess we'll rant about that a tiny bit, right? Because there's always time for a Chainsaw Man rant. So, in the new chapter, it's revealed that, so Denji, do you recognize that guy? And I genuinely thought to myself, this is going to be a new character that we've never heard about ever, because it's Chainsaw Man. And there's no way they can make it an old established character, because that wouldn't make any fucking sense. So it has to be a new character. And I was only like, what the fuck? Wait, through the knockback? Bitch, is you high? You're playing dangerous games, but don't worry, you'll be rewarded for it with an ass beating. Okay. You want something to rant? Just read the last chapter of Rent a Girlfriends. Rent a Girlfriend's ass, and I can only rant about things I'm passionate about, and I'm not passionate about Rent a Girlfriends. You and Baby just barrage each other with potent key energy. What do you mean by that? Okay. Hell yeah. Rants about domestic girlfriends, then. Alright. I'll make it quick. The Justice Devil reveals these two whippersnappers helped me when I was in a weakened state, and they have a strong sense of justice, and they love Chainsaw Man, and they think Chainsaw Man's cool, and you let him die on that day so you could save a cat, even though he looked up to you and thought you were a hero. You saved the cat instead of the guy. And Denji's even like, oh, so you want me to apologize? And the guy's like, blah, 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 blah. Right, and all that shit. And I think I said this in my last Chainsaw Man rant. Denji's biggest complaint with fighting the fake Chainsaw Man was, if I attack the people inside the fake Chainsaw Man, they'll die and then less people will like me. And I said, if he's worried about less people liking him, why didn't he just save the people instead of the cat when he was fighting that cockroach devil? Doesn't that just make more sense? And then guess what? The chapter actually revealed to be talking about that exact same stupid fight. How he chose to save a cat instead of the other people. Because that just makes more sense. It's not even like Denji is like morally fucked up. He's just stupid and very poorly written. Because all he wants is to get glazed and for people to like him. But why the fuck would you ever save a cat if that's the case? You would pick the people any day. I thought he saved the cat because, oh, I like power. And power made me like cats. So I have a closer attachment to cats than other human beings. I was like, okay, morally fucked up, but that's the way he rolls, right? No, it's not even consistent. Oh, if I don't save the people, then I'll have less people that like me. Nigga, you have less people that like you ever since Chainsaw Man Part 2 came out. Okay. Oh, we're giving back shots. Okay. Cats are cool. I mean, cats are fine, don't get me wrong, but I think you'd have to be high to say that saving a cat would get you more positive reception than saving, like, a car full of people in it, or saving one other guy from falling to his death. And I think the worst part about the writing isn't, like, implying that Denji thought he couldn't save the other people, so he only chose to save the cat. It's like, no, deadass, he was just a lazy asshole. And he was like, oh, saving a cat makes more sense. So, I don't know. One is easier than the other, but the writing doesn't even try and make out like that's what he was thinking at the time. It's just like, oh, I just picked the cat, lol. Lol. Okay. We do gain a shit ton of ki now when we attack people. Have you guys noticed? We get a shit ton of ki now when we attack people. We actually are getting stronger by like a good bit. Or how about being an actual goat and save both the cat and the people, then everyone likes you? Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest, I don't think Denji has enough speeds to save both the people and the cat. But Chainsaw Man Glazers will tell you that Chainsaw Man is way faster than Jujutsu Kaisen, so he should be fast enough to do that. Look, all I'm saying is drawing characters teleporting around the fucking teleporting around the battlefield does not equal speed. It's just that Fujimoto doesn't want to draw characters running from point A to point B. And that's fine. You don't have to do that. But people just randomly think, oh, the characters are FTL because you don't see them moving. But also guns were a major threat in the verse. And everyone is scared of a guy who was literally just a gun. That was the power scale nerds coming out. But you guys see what I mean. I do think Denji isn't actually fast enough to save both the groups of people and the cat. But he could make an attempt. And it would be more heroic if he tried. But nope. Imagine how many cutscenes they could have had in this game. Every single super attack in this game is a cutscene. I think your chain effect is C or B right now. That would explain it. How does the guy with chainsaws go FTL when the chains would probably break at like, I don't know, something dozen, 1,000 RPM? I think you're supposed to accept anime bullshit where people can just move faster and light. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with suspending my disbelief so that people can be FTL. Even if it doesn't make sense, like with a bunch of other stuff. I won't suspend my disbelief when a character who, again, we already know bullets aren't fucking light speed, right? You can suspend your disbelief as much as you want, but if you pretend every single bullet is light speed, just to upscale like or wank characters, that's just stupid. That's actually just extremely dumb. Oh, I'm gonna get smoked. Oh, she gave up. Okay. She was like, oh shit, it's this guy. He's my buddy. He's my butt buddy in his timeline. But Steve, Denji is just a kid. Ah, yes, my favorite. Denji's just a kid, bro. That's why he had to save the cat instead of the people. When I say washed, when I say washed, when I say washed, when I say washed, when I say washed. She's a keeper? Indeed. Andrew, the team's actually a keeper. She's literally letting me just fire blasts all over her face. Just so I can win. Actually nuts. Okay. Okay. Oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? Is this gonna kill her? I don't think this last bot will kill her, but I want to see if I can ultimate the second character coming in. 18 loves backshots. Seemingly, she does. The blood in Denji going FTL to his cock, making him worse and dumber each... Oh, yeah. No, 100%. He even has a really stupid line at the end with Yoru. I'm going to have to open the manga again, because I could have sworn he called the War Devil Mama. And that obviously bothers me. Because he was the GOAT. He actually was the GOAT at a certain point. It's probably lights. Krillin starts with heavy attacks? Holy fuck. Okay, we might be in trouble. You romancing 18 this playthrough? Yes. Cucked in chains and locked in a time chamber. Krillin timeline. So true. Okay, he's gonna hit us with a super. There's no way. Okay. I want to have enough ki to defend myself. Oh, he's disrespecting now. Oh, he's actually disrespecting now. Holy fuck. Okay. Okay, he's actually disrespecting. That wasn't enough ki to dodge? Oh, no. Okay. He's not even using his supers. He's actually just teasing. Okay. Let's get enough ki. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, that's what I love to see, baby. And Krillin, guess what? I've actually been paying attention to your energy. Doesn't seem like you have enough to actually take a melee super. Isn't that interesting? Those 2 seconds when you play Budokai 1 is really something. Truly. One of my friends just turned on Guilty Gear Strive. Nah, I was gonna... No, I'm not gonna message him. I'm not gonna message him. He probably has a disease or something, and I'll catch it if I send him a message. The goddess of victory smiled at me again. Brother, when is he going to save power and bring her back? I actually think Fujimoto forgot about that. It does look like Chainsaw Man Part 2 is ending. Because the arc we're on is very obviously the final arc. Unless if they do another, like, delay. Right? They already beat the fake Chainsaw Man. And now Denji's going to have his final fight against the Falling Devil. And then the Death Devil's gonna. Then I imagine the Death Devil's fight is gonna be next. So. Let's check the stats actually. What we looking like? Okay. We got B's in some places. Impressive. Not that one. This one. Yeah. No, don't play Guilty Gear. Strive left and will get you. I see.
My beautiful comrade. Let us join in a graceful dance.
He's such a womanizer. Why are her clothes already ripped?
I'll be the winner.
Okay, no, oh crap, I said I was gonna open Pixel, man. Okay, let's go on Viz. Is this just gonna be us sniping each other from long range? Okay. Predictable 18. Oh, you can actually play this game one hand, so I can actually just search up the chapter. Okay. This game is so fucking easy, it's unreal. Okay, we can still keep going. Only one hand required. This game was made for joke beasts and gooners, but there's nothing to goon to in this game. Alright. 900 damage. Damn, 18. Yeah, I know you've seen better days. Should we just go all the way? Yeah, let's go all the way. Okay. Chainsaw Man chapter. Skip. Hey, yo, chat, when does this get good? This time, don't make the same mistake. For real? What mistake? Like, Denji doesn't even realize that it's gonna look worse if he saves a cat over human beings, despite being someone who understands that life isn't made equal. Like, I don't know, I'm shocked. I'm actually completely shocked by that. No, you don't get to do anything. What mistake did I make? You mean saving the cat over those dozen groups of people? Yes. Oh, Denji doesn't understand the value of life. Leave him alone. But then he gets way more upset when a person dies than when an animal dies, right? Like, yeah, he cares more about Pochita as a dog devil thing, right? But he's just gonna suddenly act like, oh, all right, very cool. How about this? Oh, I didn't think so. Didn't think so, buddy. Didn't think so. We just won. Maybe we haven't, not yet. Oh, Derek, thanks so much for the $5 donation. Beat Nightbrain doesn't really have anything to say about the game. It is really good, but not for me. Hope you're enjoying DBZ Backshot, the game. I see. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy Nightbrain. I think it's great, and then it's also for me, but of course, different strokes for different folks. Mr. Red Patara BT4 videos. I don't blame you. I'll have to try and go back to those when I can. Isn't Photon Flash the strongest beam super in this game? I remember it being really good, but I can't remember much else about it. Okay. Dr. Gero. Allow me to show you my... Wait, transforming destroys all the key blasts on the screen? Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. 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 Oh yeah, the chapter ends with the War Devil, aka one of the worst characters. Going, I haven't lost yet. Do you wish to save me? And then he's like, huh? Oh yes, ma'am. Bro, you're simping over supervillains? Like, again, I've said this before, right? Denji should not be this weak to the flesh after a Makima. There's no fucking way. I thought that did 10k damage on its own. I was gonna be shocked. And then the War Devil's like, then save me if you can. And then Denji poses up against the Falling Devil. But I'm gonna be honest, Seeing Denji pose up against the Falling Devil was like anytime Yuji posed up against Sukuna. It's like, nigga, he's gonna fucking lose. What are we doing? There's literally no way he wins that fight unless if you just do like giga plot armor. I know Denji gets a lot of plot armor for Chainsaw Man. Like nobody actually wants to kill him. Oh, we need him alive so we can tinker with his fucking balls or something and do some insane shit with his ability. Like no one actually wants to kill him. They always need this guy alive. Right? But it's just, I don't know, man. Ending the chapter on, oh, he's about to fight the fucking the Falling Devil. It's like, nigga, he doesn't stand a fucking chance against the Falling Devil. Denji should almost be a misogynist. That's what happened. Yeah, I think I've said this already. Denji, 100%. He not only is he stupid and he doesn't know anything about the world, but his first few experiences of women are all of them trying to kill him, stab him in the back, betray him, or use him to further their own goals, and none of them actually give a shit about him. Like that's, if anything, he should be a misogynist, not a simp, but I guess he's just rent-a-girlfriend coded, and he can't help it. Did Chainsaw Man go downhill after the Makima story? Yes, 100%. I will say, some of Chainsaw Man Part 2, like the early parts, if I reread them, maybe I'll dislike them in hindsight, but if you reread early Chainsaw Man Part 2, you'll probably still enjoy it. It's a slow build-up and a slow burn, but obviously as a reader, you can guess that the reason why nothing's happening is because it's a slow burn. They're building up to stuff. It's why there's no big fights, why there's no big character reveals or anything. Towards the earlier parts with Asami Kata, before like Denji like shows back up again, right? But then, I don't know, man. After that, it just becomes like pure shit. Denji is Finn, the human, if he never got better in regard to relationships, but say the simp after a part. Oh, yeah. It's actually tragic, yeah. One Punch Man son or Chainsaw Man daughter? Damn. I'm gonna go for One Punch Man son. Because Chainsaw Man daughter will be loud as fuck over extreme and mid. Possibly even stuff that's bad, not even mid. One Punch Man son, you only hear about him like once every 3 months when Murata decides to update the manga, so you have to tolerate him less. And I think that's easier to handle, just because you hear from him less. The only time you'll ever hear from him is when Murata updates the manga, and even then, it's only when Murata does a chapter of Saitama aura farming. If it's anything else, if it's a good character moment, you won't hear shit about it. Only when it's Saitama Glaze will you hear people talking about it. No matter what happens, he'd always pick One Punch Man. Man. What else? What else is there to rant about? There's nothing else to... Oh, do we want to talk about the tunnel effect? I know that was a meme for a bit. I haven't seen anything about Sakamoto this, so I can't really say much. The only thing I can criticize about the tunnel effect meme is if you have to write something so absurdly bullshit so that a character survives it, why not just have them not get hit by the death blow to begin with? The tunnel effect, I promise you, if you search like anime tunnel effect, you'll either laugh or you'll just have a headache because it's so stupid. Oh, but Saitama beats Goku because of this cool art. Okay, but can you beat this dirty laundry? Exactly, bro. I'm gonna Google that right now. Feel free. Alright, I'll just explain it as best I can. So there's a character, a main character in Sakamoto Days, who's fighting a guy, and the guy like slashes like, I think his throat or like his head, like basically like would have slashed all the way through him or killed him, right? And he doesn't die to the slash because a character that's known to be super lucky shows up just in time to save him. And she like touches him as he gets like slashed, right? And he goes, oh, how am I okay? How did I survive? And then she goes, the tunnel effect. It's a phenomenon of when two objects collide, but their molecules themselves don't actually collide. So basically, if my hand could go through this microphone, because the molecules of my hand are not connecting with the microphone, so I'm just phasing through it like Obito, right? And it's an infinitesimally small, rare phenomenon that could maybe occur, but it's so fucking rare, there's no instances of it happening in recorded human history. But it happens right there in that moment. Right? So instead of just having the guy dodge the attack or making up any reason as to why he doesn't get hit, they have him get hit and then say the tunnel effect. Now, the question is, I'm shocked that this luck character knows exactly which bullshit phenomenon happens for her to allow these things to take place. Right? Yeah, basically King cutting the apple, but the thing with King cutting the apple is that King was a fraud who could never even take the sword out of the katana. Everyone else made up what happened in their head. It wasn't real. But this actually did happen. So, yeah. So he took an attack, but did nothing. Wow, that's stupid. Yeah. And a lot of people were memeing. The tunnel effect is some bullshit that would happen. Is some bullshit Gege would make up as to why Sukuna could not get hit. And I think that's funny. I think that's untrue. Gege would make Sukuna use a technique. He wouldn't have him like use a random like real world phenomenon, right? And the tunnel effect would honestly make more sense in... Everyone said this too. The tunnel effect would make more sense in Baki or JoJo. A verse that would actually explain it better and probably have someone's ability tied to it. Like if it was JoJo, it'd be someone using their stands to recreate the tunnel effect so they could survive a hit. A good example is Jolene making her body into a Mobius strip so Seamoon doesn't one-shot her. I think that's smart writing. It makes sense with Jolene's abilities, and it's usually the kind of insane shit Araki can come up with on the spot in the middle of a fight. And in Baki, we know that characters in Baki just do stupid bullshit all the time, so they'd be able to just do the tunnel effect whenever they're bored. You know what I mean? In Sakamoto Days, yes, I get the character's supposed to be insanely lucky, but I think that's just dumb. I think it's dumb that the luck is high enough that it's a thing that's never ever happened before. She not only makes it in time to save him, by the way. Despite if he's getting blitzed, I don't know how the fuck she made it there on time, but whatever. Right. If he's getting bullied, she somehow makes it on time. Not only that, she knows exactly which phenomenon took place to save him. That's just nonsense. That's just actually stupid. How do you believe post-Shibuya Yuji would have acted if he replaced Denji in part 2? Let's say Sukuna is as important as the Chainsaw Devil, so Yuji keeps the same plot armor. Yuji in Chainsaw Man part 2. I'm trying to think. What the fuck are the events that happen in Chainsaw Man part 2? The Cockroach Devil. I think Yuji beats the Cockroach Devil laughably easy. I know people want to go, well, Yuji's never faced something that giant before, so he wouldn't be able to beat the Cockroach Devil. I need to remind you guys that a lot of the massive curses in JJK are fucking weak. Alright? They're just big hulking monsters, and the same logic obviously applies to Chainsaw Man, because all of the super OP devils are just people. So the Cockroach Devil isn't even a hard fight. Yuji beats that, and he saves way more lives too while doing it. What's the next fight? I guess the Justice Devil in school. The Justice Devil, that's the school shooter basically. That's like, hey, don't come to school tomorrow, right? I feel like Denji's based on the author. I don't think Fujimoto's that pathetic. I get what you mean. Authors do kind of base, or they put traits of themselves in their characters because that's what they know how to write best. You know, someone who's like themselves or something. But I refuse to believe that Denji could be that pathetic, and it's the author's like, it's just fucking just so dumb and just tragic and ass and sad. So, oh, dude, Sakuya, I don't know, donates $10 to Super Chat. I feel like it's been ages, Sakuya. Holy shit. See, that finished my homework on Milkman Superman for you. He's basically Cosmic Superman and End of the Goku, and his win conditions is by giving you a glass of milk to reset the universe. That is fucking insane. I mean, again, like I've said, comic book characters are always going to be number one when it comes to, like, power scaling. They're just fucking absurd. Is that too much for you? Are we in Steed Rant mode? Yes, we are in Steed Rant mode. Oh, crap, I was going to say something, but I'm so dumb. Oh, okay. Oh, I wanted to hit him with a melee move. I'm just a fraud. Okay, I pressed the wrong side, I think. Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Kamehame. Thank you so much for the $10 donation, though, Sakuya. I don't think I said that. Did he block that? Oh, no, the damage just came in late. What next? The school shooter bully. I think the school shooter bully would have way less issues with Yuji, because Yuji isn't Denji. But Yuji's okay with killing people, especially when they're bad. But I think he would try to like fix her before resorting to that, which would obviously, you know, be harder to do. But he would definitely go for it. She would talk about justice this, justice that, blah, blah, blah. Yuji would hit you with one of his protagonist speeches about how the world has its ups and downs, and you just have to take what you can get. And being someone who puts more downs in the world isn't going to fix the problem. You're just going to incite more violence and hatred in other parts of the world. Maybe even more violence and hatred in your part of the world, just because you're upset now. I think Yuji would talk no jutsu. I don't know if it would get through to her, because she's kind of insane as fuck. And if it comes down to that, he can't save her. He'll just do what he did with the Blood Brothers, where he kills them, but he feels bad about it. Like, you have to remember, he felt really bad about killing the Blood Brothers, and he still punches that nigga into an explosion. Like, he punches a massive hole in him the moment Nobara stuns him. So, it's not like he holds back. When he feels bad for people, he actually does go all out. School Shoots Arc was a wild week on Twitter. It was. She was just like, you're cool, don't come to school tomorrow. And, like, actually, like, genuinely, like, the exact line. Mailman Goku would win because he could sleep with Superman's wife. Oh, okay. This is some interesting scaling, Foz. Very interesting scaling, holy shit. Steve, do you know orange peels are just as healthy as the skin itself? I had no idea. Well, I guess I'm eating that as well now. I'm eating orange skin, just raw. Xenoverse 2 is a proper physical example of the tunnel effect. Oh yeah, because everyone iframes you everything, yeah. Let's see. What comes after that? I guess the Eternity Devil. Was it the Eternity Devil? I think it was the Eternity Devil after that. The Eternity Devil, I mean, if Yuji just replaces Denji, he won't know what the Eternity Devil is because he never fought it in part 1. So he would just be confused. He would probably just think it's the same thing as the Finger Bearer from JJK, where it makes its own liminal space. And he would go, okay, we need to draw it out so we can beat it up. Because that's what the Finger Bearer was like, where you need to find him or draw him out. And Asa would go, oh shit, I have an ability that can kind of help with that, maybe. We'll buy the aquarium. And Yuji will go, that's stupid, I'm not sure how you'll do it, but I'm willing to hear you out. And then she does her ability, she buys the aquarium, or fake buys the aquarium. And the Eternity Devil's like, you fucking moron, that's not enough money to buy the aquarium, you stupid piece of shit, you dumb motherfucker. And Yuji and Asa would just jump him and he would just lose. Right? I mean, at that point, Asa would know that Yuji's special, and Yuji would also know Asa is special. It wouldn't be hidden to both characters. They would just know right away. That both of them are special. Yuji would go, oh, she has a weird curse technique. And she would go, oh, he's really fucking strong. What the fuck? So, yeah. Alpha's hair making him look like a twink. Alright, that's it. We're buffing him. We're buffing him right now. Actually, you know what? We haven't changed our drip in a while, so that's a good excuse to go to the capsule house. Fuji really had to nerf Eternity, dog. Yeah, Eternity was so fucking OP in part 1. But in part 2, it's like... No, to be fair, the only reason why it looks like less of a threat in part 2 is because Asa's ability is really strong. Like, Asa can choose to own something. But if the Eternity Devil's occupying a space that she's owning, it has to leave that space, or it has to contend with her for that space. So it's not that it got nerfed, it's just that she's that strong. We're gonna use bed hair because it's just the easiest hair in the game. It's just easily the best. I mean, other than the Goku hair, which makes you get the Canon Super Saiyan hair spikes too, but yeah. Alright. What we dripping as? Oh, Piccolo's cloak as a Super Saiyan? I'm feeling it. Okay. What do we want this to look like? Maybe just the exact same as Piccolo and Gohan as well, right? Yeah. Oh, let's lower the brightness. Yeah, there we go. And this white, obviously. I'm stupid as hell. Hold up. Get that pyrocynical ass hair out of here. Pyrocynical hair. My goodness, man. Okay. Is this the... Yeah, okay. It's not gonna... Oh my god, hiccups. Wait, is my Saiyan tail wrapped around my... Oh, that's... Okay, I didn't even notice that. I'm making this part black. And then the shoes are the last part? Yeah. You know, we're kind of just making the DBS superhero color scheme now. More or less saturation. More. What about the brightness? Way down. Oh. I think this is hitting for me. Wait, is anything else we're missing? Logo? Nah, that logo placement is fucking ass. Hold up. They couldn't even put it on the gi, they put it on the cape. That's fucking trash. Okay. Actually bum shit. Went from Twink to Aura Farmer real fast. We have to upgrade. We have to upgrade. Upgrades, people, upgrades. Piccolo's close beams, you know he only has the best drip. True. Let's change some of our supers as well. I feel like we've gained quite a bit that we're not trying. Yeah, I mean, Wonder uses an OP stand verse, so that makes sense. What else? Eternity Devil gets his ass beat. Is it Falling Devil after that? Bro, okay, hold up. Let me go Google Chainsaw Man Wiki story. I lost my... What is it? I say I lost. I just forgot to renew my subscription to Viz, so... Be like that. Okay, what else? Falling Devil. Yes, Falling Devil. Falling Devil is the first major actual threat. If we replace Denji with Yuji, Yuji 100% would not let Nayuta kick Asa out the house. Maybe Yoru would still try to kiss Yuji. But we know Yuji is like completely immune to women. He's not going to get stun locked or like flustered. He would just be confused. He'd be like, oh, well, okay, well, I mean, I barely know you. I'm surprised you would go for that. And then Nayuta would come home and go, whore, and hit over Chain, and he would go, Nayuta, chill. She's a friend. She's just a little bit confused, maybe, you know? And Nayuta would listen to Big Bro because Yuji's a good brother. We already know this, right? He's a great brother. She'd be like, all right, I believe you, Big Bro. But this woman, she's tweaking. Maybe I adjust her memory slightly, and Yuji's like, come on, Nayuta. No, just don't do that bullshit. Let's make it chill. And then it would just be the three of them fucking around in the house. And then the Falling Devil would have to, instead of attack them in their own home, she would have to attack them in their home instead, right? So she still spawns, she still makes the world get fucked up with gravity. And she's like, I need to put Asamekata in some soup. And you're going to stand aside the Sukuna's vessel. And he's like, no, the fuck I'm not. He'll fight her, but... okay, here's the weird part. Because post Shibuya Yuji can't heal. He doesn't have regeneration. But his durability is way fucking higher than Denji's. So I don't think he would take any lethal hits from the Falling Devil, but he would get fucked up pretty bad still, I imagine. Maybe. I don't know how much attack potency she has. Because Chainsaw Man's a low durability verse, so it's really hard to say who has actually high attack potency. But if it's just her melee attacks, it's no way it's fucking up it's fucking up Yuji like that. He'll do his best to not let Asa go. Maybe he might even feel it's his own fault that Asa's being taken, because you know Yuji likes to always blame himself for everything. He'd feel like it's his own fault, and he'd feel like it's his moral obligation to help her. He'll still do the exact same shit that Denji does, except instead of getting a motorcycle, he probably just carries her the way he carried Nobara, and just runs away. And the Falling Devil goes, oh, time's up, I guess I have to quit now. And the same thing would happen, I think. I think the same thing would happen. He would just try and safeguard her and, like, outrun the Falling Devil, because, again, he's mad quick. I feel like the story doesn't change much other than there's way less confusion, and they're going to be friends the whole series instead. The issue is that Yoru would hate Yuji way more than Denji, because she likes Denji because Denji's pathetic. She wouldn't like Yuji because he's always, like, on business. And he's, like, actually trying to help. Yeah, the Chainsaw Man bike thing is a really cool idea, but again, Fujimoto just comes up with shit on spot. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. You can still make that work as a writing style, but evidently he's having a harder time with it than, like, let's say Akira Toriyama does with it. Right? Akira Toriyama makes shit up on the spot and it's peak. So, we've been using enough Kaioken Kamehameha. Let's change our skills slightly. Yuji make Chainsaw Man much better. I still think there's some fights he would lose, because some fights only happen because Denji has, like, infinite regen. Or because he gets plot armored because the villain won't kill him. Oh, Photon Flash is right there. That's the super OP skill. Sadistic 18, Infinity Bullet, Final Revenger. We need a low-cost skill here now. Maybe volleyball fist. And for the ultimate, let's swap some stuff around. In base form, I like the team up of 18 though. Maybe we'll swap to Sadistic Dance. I think that's Android 17 instead. So now we're kicking it with 17. But in Super Saiyan, Photon Flash needs to go on no matter what. Steve's favorite game of all time. Let's go. I was going to say, how do I convince you it's not, but I don't think I can. And what's the second super going to be? Take that off. Torium and Araki are the kings of make shit up on the spot and make it work. That's why they're the goats. Yeah, imagine Yuri versus Sukuna fight. In this, that would be pure chaos. I mean, I guess Black Chainsaw Man, like if Naruto... Here's the issue. I don't think Yuji loses to the fire flamethrower nigga at all. There's no way. He'd be able to safeguard Naruto, but if we play it the exact same way, I think instead of, obviously, Black Chainsaw Man, he would just be really angry. Because Sukuna doesn't come out the same way as Black Chainsaw Man. And Yuji wouldn't swap to him on purpose. Like, Yuji hates Sukuna enough to not swap to him. So, I don't know. I guess the only way you could do Black Chainsaw Man is if Yuji gets fucked up really bad in an arc and Sukuna takes over because someone feeds him a finger or some shit. Or he uses Enchain and he takes control by force. But I don't know why he would do it in that instance. Maybe he wants to put a Sukuna finger into Asa Mikata. That's a gross sentence. But maybe he would want to put a Sukuna finger into Asa Mikata so he could take over her body and the War Devil. Because that would be mad OP and he wouldn't be restrained to Yuji's body anymore. Black Chainsaw Man, I have no context and I'm just imagining Denji with melanin. Honestly, I think that's funnier. Black Chainsaw Man's an actual cool idea. I just hate that it gets used as like a lazy rage power-up so Denji doesn't get like fucking floored by whatever he's gonna fight right now. Wrong type of story, Steve. I know. SJ was just created so Toriyama wouldn't have to keep coloring Goku's hair every time. I mean, he was hinting to Super Saiyan for a while, so I imagine that he did actually have, like... It wasn't just so he would stop coloring Goku's hair. He was actually, like, building up to it. Like, for ages. So... Yuji x Asa? I think the only issue of Yuji x Asa is that if it's post-Shibuya, then Yuji's already said that he likes the girl from his class, right? So he wouldn't actually... Yuji's good enough to not betray the other girl's trust. He is good enough to not do that. Okay, but if we assume the other girl doesn't exist, maybe it would be Asa, right? Okay, which new ultimates did we get? Sadistic Dance. No, we already put that on. Final Spirit Cannon. That's Bardock's, right? Lightning Sword Slash, obviously. For some reason, now I have a sword. Okay, and we're going to change the moves. Our forward super is Finished Blaster, and our backward super is Volleyball. And our ultimate is Sadistic Dance. Here we have Lightning Sword Slash, Photon Flash, and we keep Meteor Combination on all times. And there we go, now we're ready. Half of this game is customization. The other half is just training. Black Chainsaw Man form is too raw for Denji, he doesn't deserve it. I think he kind of does deserve it, but I do think the writing for it is always a bit iffy. What about replacing Black Chainsaw Man with Rage Amp Yuji when he fought Sukuna after Sukuna's out of his body? Oh, that would maybe work, but Yuji isn't Berserk. He's not Berserk, so it'd be hard to justify him killing innocent people. I think you're just going to have Sukuna use Enchain for some reason in that scene to make it work. But Rage Amp Yuji it's a good substitute, but he's not Berserk. Like Black Chainsaw Man attacks and kills his friends, right? Even though he should be fully aware and conscious who they are, he still does it anyways. Okay. Ooh, alright. Meteor Combination is such a sick move, it really is. Allow me to show you my power. Ooh. Okay. Having a Super Saiyan hair that's not the Broly hair after so long. Okay. Are you prepared? Oh, he almost fully charged that. Okay, okay. Boom. Praying for you? Oh, I'll do my best. You must learn the art of aura farming from the origin of it, truly. I think I'll finish him with a Photon Flash here anyways. There's no way he has the health to take it. I thought Yuji would have a transformation like either Mahito or Sukuna's tattoos. Yuji does get, I mean, he gets a transformation, but it's not a physical one. I mean, it does change his eyes, though. It does change his eyes. I totally forgot about that. It does change his eyes. Wait, Photon Flash is a close-range Ki Blast? What the fuck? Okay. Pathetic. Maybe that's why it was so OP. Oh my god, that damage. Maybe that's why it was so broken. It was a close-range Ki Blast. Yeah, Yuji's Awakening. Yeah. His Awakening is the best he's got for a transformation. It doesn't change him physically, and it doesn't change his mental state at all. It makes him way fucking better at what he does. Right? But it's not like a rage amp kind of thing. Also, he does get physically stronger, obviously. Bro, Orpharmed and died. He did. I still wish the physical change Yuji had in the last fight was an actual body part instead of a cursed tool, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, no, I do wish that Yuji's parts were like actually his own body and not like a weapon he was using. Because it matches. Like, Yuji going more and more into the demon aesthetic actually does match. That's the... Bro, if I lose a melee clash, I can just instantly boom him. That's crazy. Have I read the recent Chainsaw Man chapter? I have. Okay, let's see. What was after Falling Devil? So, Yuji still manages to save Asa. He gets hurt a lot doing it, but that would only make Asa like him more. Because she'd be like, oh my god, he's that guy. He's someone who likes me, and not only does he like me, he goes aggressively out of his way for me. I feel bad, I want to do more for him. But I'm bound to fucking Yoru, who just wants to kill this guy. Yoru's actual beef would be with Sukuna instead of, I guess, Pochita in this version. Or she would just think that Yuji has Pochita for no reason. The Chainsaw Man Church arc. Okay, so what would be the difference in the Chainsaw Man Church arc? Because what's the main thing that happens in the arc? There's two things that happen. One, I think everyone turns into Chainsaw Men for no reason. No, it's not for no reason. There's a reason. Everyone turns into Chainsaw Men, but there's also a second thing that happens. I can't remember. I think it had something to do with the Justice Devil or the Fire Devil. I can't remember. Either way, I guess the only difference in that arc would be maybe Ryoma Sukuna is heralded as a hero in this version, and he's worshipped as like a legendary god who saved Earth from like the Devil Man from the Gun Devil calamity. So he gets glazed instead, and instead it makes a bunch of weird people that have forearms and a mutated half side of their face, rather than making a bunch of people with chainsaws coming out of their body, right? It makes a bunch of people with forearms and mutated half sides of their face. And maybe they can all use Dismantle and Cleave. Obviously, it'd be way weaker, but they can all use Dismantle and Cleave, so it would still be a giant panic. Yuji would obviously get blamed for this, because they'd be like, hey, you're the main guy, so it's your fault. We're going to burn your house and kill your dogs. Obviously, that would piss Yuji off. He would understand that they're mad, but I think it would still fuck him up, and he would be actually angry about it. And if we assume Nayuta still dies, because fuck Nayuta, I guess. If we assume Nayuta still gets smoked, that would also lead to like a rage amp that makes him turn into Sukuna later, I guess. The Chainsaw Man have a Humanity Devil character. No, it doesn't. I want to say not yet, but they might not ever do it. I think Fujimoto might be too worried that he would come off across as copying Gege if he does that. Like that's like, you know, it's like too blatant at that point if you have a Humanity curse or Humanity Devil. This is my Sukuna OC. His name is Megumi. Isn't the Chainsaw Man Church arc about a cult? It's like it's like a Chainsaw Man cult in general. But yeah. Nintendo give me some more Splatoon content in some random fucking Tuesday. I don't know if I should be happy or be like, huh? I did see that as well. It was bizarre. They're like, hey, here's Splatoon. Okay, bye. Sukuna would either be a Cook Devil or a Slashing Devil. Yeah. I mean, if he's a Cook Devil, then that would make him closer to the Falling Devil. I don't imagine Sukuna would be Primordial, though. Slashing would be really high up in things to fear. Everyone's scared of being cut. Even when you're just doing, like, DIY, you don't want to cut yourself. Even when you're just making food, you don't want to cut yourself. So cutting would be really fucking high up there. But I'm not sure what Sukuna actually... Because Sukuna's curse technique isn't about... It's so weird. Sukuna's curse technique has less to do with cutting and more to do with cooking. So he would be the cooking devil. He wouldn't be the cutting devil. I don't think anyone's being scared. I don't think anyone's scared of being cooked. Maybe he'd be like a cannibalism devil. I think I pressed the wrong button. I did. Yeah. I think Sukuna would definitely be a cannibalism devil of some kind. Or like the fear of being eaten. Right? The fear of being like cooked and eaten. So he would still be a strong devil because I'm sure many people are scared of being fucking eaten alive. Or cooked in any way. I'm not sure that'd be stronger than being cut. I think more in your day-to-day life you worry about being just cut randomly than if someone fucking ate you. Or like if a bear ate you, or if a tiger ate you, or if a lion ate you, or if you know. I think the fear of being eaten definitely shows up less in the human mind than the fear of just being cut randomly. But Sukuna would definitely just be like the fear of being eaten. Cooking devil loses to a 1-star review. Real. Can you put the QE type style on? We didn't finish QE's training, right? We don't have that. Of course, the British would be scared of being cut. I mean, yeah, that's another example. You usually have a whole country to pull power from, with the fear of being cut. Finish, Buster. Yoro and Sukuna either having beef for a secret alliance. Yeah. See, how would Yuji's relationship with Josuke be? They would definitely just be butt buddies. Look at how stupid Yuji and Nobara are, and how stupid Josuke is with Okuyasu. They would literally just be butt buddies. So yeah, they would be butt buddies. It'd be on the same level as Okuyasu, if I'm being honest. Did not finish quiz training? No dignity. Truly no dignity. I love how he does the hand spinning thing so much. It's so cool, man. The third Jobro. Truly the third Jobro. Boom. Josuke and Yuji also sounds like a heroic duo. A very heroic duo. I feel like if Yuji got a stand, it would just be Sukuna or based on Sukuna. I totally forgot I put on volleyball fist. That did like ass damage. That was like actually bad. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Damn, okay, this little boy is hanging on. I'm hanging on to the other side. Oh, it's over. Okay. Die? Yep.
I'm itching to get this started.
That was sad damage. Truly it was sad damage. What next? The people are like, fuck you, Yuji. You're the reason why the Sukuna curse is spreading to people, and it's your fault. And what else? What happens in that arc? I guess Octopus nigga Yoshido would be like, hey, so your foster sister is totally cooked and greased. And Yuji would be like sad about it, and he'd be like, I have to go out there and make a change in the world. And Yoshido would go, no, I'm gonna drug you. I don't know if drugs would even work on Yuji. He's entirely resistant to poison. Right? He's entirely resistant to poisons and toxins. Like foreign objects in his body don't affect him. So I don't think he could even be like put to sleep. They would have to literally KO him. They'd have to beat him in a fight and KO him, and I don't think Yoshida can do that. So I don't think you'd be able to redo the parts of him being separated. Like, okay, here's an instance where I can imagine Sukuna coming out, right? If they somehow KO Yuji and they get him on the operating table and they're cutting off his like arms and legs so they can study his body parts, right? He would be in a bad enough situation where Sukuna could take over. And Sukuna would just regrow the arms and the legs because he obviously wants to move around. He'd kill everyone in the office space. And then he would start roaming around like a mindless, like, fucking animal. Just looking at people through the windows going, oh, what the hell? They're storing other people who look like me. I guess I'll just leave them because I'm fucking bored, right? Let me go find someone who's actually worthy of a damn. Katana Man would show up and he'd be like, I've been itching to get my run back on you, King of Curses. And Sukuna would be like, who are you? And he'd be like, it's okay, you don't need to know me. All you need to know is what hell looks like. And he gets in the stance. He goes past Sukuna, and Sukuna's hands haven't left his pockets. And Katana Man's arms fall off. And then he turns around, and his like head falls off, and then the rest of his body starts falling off into pieces. And Sukuna's like, fucking amateur, and he just continues to walk past him, right? Doesn't even give a shit. I guess Kwang Shi would show up, but Kwang Shi's also too slow to do something about it. But she knows, she's smart. She'd be like, hey, you're the king of curses guy? We don't fight you, you're too strong. And he's like, oh, cool, so you're gonna help me instead, right? You're gonna do something for me. You're gonna entertain me in some way. And she'll go, here's some important law shit. How about that? And he'd be like, information is good too. That works. You can fuck off now, otherwise I'll kill you. Simple and plain. But then he would have to fight Yoru. He gets outside and he has to fight Yoru, and the same thing happens. Yoru would have to use the Gun Devil and the Tank Devil to again. And I honestly think the Tank Devil and the Gun Devil actually would help against Sukuna. I actually do think it would be useful. Because if Black Chainsaw Man, who blitzes the whole verse, can't react to it, then it's actually like super strong. Like it's not even weak. It's like it would actually work on like Sukuna. It would be very strong. I don't think it would kill him, but it would be a good way to hit him and to keep him at bay. And if she lands enough hits, she might actually kill him. But the thing is, Yuji would definitely take over before Sukuna dies or before Sukuna wins. Because he takes over that body really quick. So, Gun Tank? Yeah, Gun Tank Devil. Yeah, Sukuna would be having fun fighting Yoru there. That's the thing, he wouldn't hate it. He would like it. So, I don't know. I guess the arc would end early. The Eternity Devil would... Not the Eternity Devil. No, the Eternity Devil, yeah. The Eternity Devil would probably never get to make its shot by making a deal with Sukuna because the form would run out. Yuji would, like, take over. It'd be like, I'm okay again. Thank you, Yoru, for saving me. And Yoru would just blast him again anyway. She'd be like, nah, fuck you. I don't give a damn. If I kill you, then I get Sukuna, right? She'd probably still keep attacking Yuji. Actually, yeah, maybe that's how the Eternity Devil would work. The Eternity Devil would jump and be like, hey, I could help you. You just need to eat a bunch of... You just need to eat my body, Yuji, and you're really good at eating niggas, right? But 1,000,000 children will die, and Yuji will go, oh, fuck that, just kill me. I don't care. You know what I mean? So I think the same thing would still happen. The same thing would probably still happen, except I don't think Yuji would have a way out of it. Because... No, he wouldn't have a way out of it. I think the series would end there. That's where it would end. If the same thing happens where he puts Yuji and Asa in the Eternity space, the series just ends. But then at the same time, the Eternity Devil wouldn't do that because then he doesn't get Ryoma and Sukuna if he does that. So I don't know. The series either ends there or it continues because of plot armor. Again, the only reason why Denji makes it through most situations is plot armor. So, two things happen. The series either ends right there or it doesn't because the... I called it, sorry, the Aging Devil. I didn't mean to say Eternity. I meant to say the Aging Devil. The Aging Devil would go, I need Sukuna, so I can't put Sukuna in the space. I have to put Yuji in the space. Right? I think that's the only way it would be able to do it, I think. But then that would give Yuji a way out, because he could come out through Sukuna. The same way how Denji and the rest could come out through, what's-his-face? Through Pochita. So, I think, honestly, though, Yuji probably just loses there. Like, it stops right there. I think it does stop right there. It's very unlikely that the Falling Devil, or no, sorry, it's very unlikely the Aging Devil genuinely believes tangoing with Sukuna and making a deal with Sukuna would be easy. It probably just goes, fuck it, just put this nigga in the space forever. And Sukuna's good, but I don't think he has any way to escape the space. I know he's the Binding Vow merchant, but I don't think he has any way to escape the space. If he could use World Cutting Slash at that point, then probably yes. You could probably fire a World Cutting Slash hard enough in a certain direction that it just opens a tear in reality and he could just walk out. But at that point, he doesn't know it, or he can't use it. So, he wouldn't have any way to get out. You should do a just chatting stream? Maybe. How long have we been yapping about Chainsaw Man Yuji? I think it's an interesting, like, thing to think about, so... You know, I think it's an interesting thing to think about, so... I did get a bit carried away with it. Boom. All of the enemies are using heavy now. What the hell? Heavy is my thing. Are you prepared? You punched me from there? Yeah. Is Mike Chunsoft lazy? I'm gonna be honest, probably, kinda. Wasn't the Eternity Devil the one behind the evil hotel in the first? Like, yeah, Eternity Devil's the one behind the hotel. I was thinking of the Aging Devil. Like, the one I was supposed to be talking about just now was the Aging Devil. Not Eternity. It's just that it feels like it's the exact same fucking thing. Okay. Boom, boom. Should we do the opposite with Denji replacing Yuji post Shibuya? I guess Chainsaw Man Part 2, Denji replacing Yuji in Shibuya. How does that go? Well, I guess Denji and Choso are brothers, so he's got that going for him. And Choso would be an actual real friend to Denji. He wouldn't be like all of these other fake niggas who are always trying to use him and abuse him. Or don't really care about him, right? Like, I think the only people that actually care about Denji in the whole series is Nayuta, Power, Aki, and Asa Mikata? Kishibe as well, obviously. Okay. Okay, damn. Fuck you, then. Hold this volleyball fist. Volleyball fist. Yuji gets, not Yuji, Denji gets a bravo right off the bat. And Choso's a really good support for Denji because, well, hold on. Would Denji be able to, I was thinking if Choso would be able to heal Denji without poisoning him, but I don't think he would be able to. I mean, maybe he could remove the poison from his blood because he does manipulate blood, so he should be able to do that, right? But where the fuck is this guy going? He's just taking more damage unnecessarily. Okay. I wanted to hit him with an ultimate attack, but he's making that real hard. Thank you for just standing there, Kakarot. Fucking moron. Please. Oh, I wanted to hit him with the ult. Okay. Why is the dialogue so good for Volleyball Fist? Because it's not Xenoverse, I guess. Why did I equip Volleyball Fist? It's a low-key cost move, so in case if I need it right away, like I need to super attack the enemy so bad, I can just use it. Damn! 2 in 1? And we got Special Beam as well? Woo! Wait, what's this nigga's ultimate? Don't tell me it's Light Grenade. It probably is. It's probably Light Grenade. Yeah, Denji and Choso versus Naoya would be an interesting first fight. I mean, again, I think the bigger issue with Denji, if he does any of these fights, Yuji really doesn't get plot armor. So, and then Denji has lower durability. And I think people quickly soon realize that he regenerates if he makes contact with too much blood or other people's blood. So they would get to a point where they start killing him and then making sure they keep him away from other blood sources. But how would the first fight go? Naoya probably still wouldn't be able to just punch Denji to death. He would do the thing where he warps in between them and then hits them and then warps away. And then they would go, okay, he's quick. He's a little bit quick, you know? And then Yuta would show up and he'd be like, hey, what's going on around here? And Naoya would be like, hey, I'm on your side, bro. That's the guy you want, right? And Choso would say, Denji, you need to get the fuck out of here. This guy looks like bad news. But Denji can't sense cursed energy, so he wouldn't know. I think he would just listen to Choso just because Choso actually is like his friend. You know? Choso's actually his friend, so he would believe Choso's telling the truth. And he would go, okay, I'll run. I'll run from Yuta, right? He runs from Yuta. Yuta's fast as fuck. He's just going to catch up to him easily. Denji's obviously going to still fight him off as best as he can. Maybe Denji still breaks the katana, but I doubt it. Yuta kills Denji, right? And brings him back anyways. And he goes, okay, if I'm done, I've done it, you're fine. Megumi would show up and be like, hey, I don't even know if you know who the fuck I am, but we gotta get shit popping. We're gonna go to the place. They're gonna go to the place. They're gonna talk to Tengen. Would the plan be any different? No, they probably still send Denji to the Culling Games. I think they would still send Denji to the Culling Games. And off the rip, I think Denji loses in the Culling Games. Because you're supposed to lose against Yuta. That's a scripted boss fight, right? That's a scripted boss fight you're supposed to lose. But he loses the moment he gets in the Culling Games. Because his position is he spawns in the air falling. And someone is signaling for someone to ram him through a building. And we know he can't take that. Remember, the exact line said by the person who uses the attack is, most people would have been turned into mincemeat. Not die or be broken. Mincemeat. They would be bits of flesh. Even if you want to assume Denji has higher durability than the average human being, which Chainsaw Man doesn't really support, he would take a lot of damage, and that attack probably just kills him straight away. let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he tanks it or he reacts to it. And he beats the person, he like slices them in half, or he just does too much damage, he like chops them. And then the other helicopter head guy's like, I'm gonna walk like this with my head facing you. And you can't do shit about it. Denji's gonna do something stupid like, oh yeah? Well, I have an even dumber idea. I'm gonna wave my arms like this, and if you get hit, it's your fault. And he clashes with the guy's helicopter head, and he beats him, right? Let's say Denji survives the air attack. He would beat the second guy. I definitely think Denji could beat the second guy, but not the first one. But he loses to Higuruma. There's no way he beats Higuruma. I'm so sorry. He goes in, he politely asks Higuruma, hey, can we borrow your points? And Higuruma goes, no, fuck you, fight me. And then he does his domain expansion right away. Here's a crime of you killing people. Is that true? I guess, but it's a technicality. I didn't really do it. I was out of control. Doesn't matter. Executioner sword, I stab you and you die. It would end right there. Because Executioner sword is unconditional death. I don't think you'd come back from that just from having a little bit of blood sprayed on you. It'd just be too hard to fight. I think Denji would probably do better if he fought Hikari's enemies. I'm not kidding. If he fought Hikari's enemies, he'd probably do better. Or Megumi's enemies? Yeah, if he fought Megumi's enemies, he would do better. Megumi or Hikari's enemies, he would do better. I think Kashima would still obviously beat Denji, but it'd be way more fair than fucking Higuruma just domain expansion, right? Yeah, I did that shit. What about stab? Would Higuruma even find any sympathy in Denji that he did with Yuji? No, because Denji is very vulgar. He's not as honest as Yuji. Like, I think the reason why Higuruma bonded with Yuji so much is that Yuji politely asked him if he could borrow his points, and then was nice to him the entire time they were speaking. And then when he accused him for, hey, the pachinko machine, was that you? He was like, oh fuck. And he tells the most baby, childish, kid version of a lie. Oh, I only went there so I could use the toilet. Well, guess what? That's incorrect. Fuck. Okay, what's gonna happen to me? I lied. I'm so sorry. Well, I get to take away your curse technique. And Yuji's like, oh, okay, that's fine, I guess. And then Yuji's also smart enough to ask for a retrial. And Higuruma's like, okay, I respect the intelligence. But the second crime is way worse. Did you nuke Shibuya? Did you use Malevolent Shrine and blow up Shibuya? And Yuji goes, there's no way around it. I have to admit to this because it was technically me. So he technically lies and says, yeah, I did it. No excuses. I did that shit. And Higuruma knows he didn't do that. He knows he didn't do that. So he feels bad for him and goes, no, that's bullshit. That wasn't you. That was someone else. So he stops fighting him. But with Denji, he's just going to go, no, you're an asshole. Nothing you've done has proven to me that you're a good person. I'm just going to kill you. It probably was you. You know what I mean? And to be fair, Denji's crimes would be very high. Whether he was a kid doing like assassination work for the Yakuza, or it's anytime he's killed a random person, anytime he's caused property damage, anytime his negligence has led to someone else's death, anytime a Black Chainsaw Man killed an innocent person like with Kobeni's family, you know? There'd be too many crimes. Now, and I don't know how stealing his curse technique would work, because we know Higuruma's ability is one of the only abilities that actually has verse equalization. A good example is if Goku went into Higuruma's domain, and he got a charge for confiscation, it probably would take Goku's ki away. Now, Goku would, let's be real, Goku would still beat Higuruma without ki. He's not that. Goku is very fucking strong without ki. He would still beat Higuruma without it. But Higuruma's ability does compensate for if you actually have the thing to confiscate or not. So it would probably just take away Denji's Chainsaw Man form, and that would be very bad. Because he needs it. So yeah, Higuruma really think Denji's so fucking stupid, half his crimes can be chalked up to incompetence? Maybe. You could also say it like that, maybe. The fact alone Yuji admits to Sukino's crime despite the evidence it wasn't him makes him an immensely lovable guy. Yeah, it does. He's such an easy character to like, which is why whenever people clown on him for not being the strongest in the series, it's so unfortunate, man. Because usually most anime characters, or most protagonists, are the strongest in their series. Or they become close to that level. And now we're teaming up with 17 instead. This is so dumb. Why are we lighting up Piccolo like a Christmas tree? Why is the explosion that big? Okay. Bro lied by telling the truth? Yeah. Didn't Goku kill the Red Ribbon Army when he was a kid? Oh no, he did. He would probably get charged for that. The crimes are random, so you just have to you have to pick the most likely one. Goku's biggest crime in all of Dragon Ball I want to say it would probably maybe be aggravated assault. He beats up the most people, but the people he beats up are evil, so it might not even count as aggravated assault. It might count as self-defense. So he probably wouldn't get charged for those. And if he does get charged, he could just say it was self-defense, and then Higuruma wouldn't be able to do shit. Goku actually does have a good chance of beating Higuruma, because the crimes are entirely random. And the most Goku does is beat up people who attack him first. So he could always just say self-defense. If he gets really unlucky, and he gets one of someone he's actually killed, then yeah. Like the Red Ribbon Army, as an example. The Red Ribbon Army is way too fucking weak to fight Goku off realistically, and he went to their base. So it wouldn't count as self-defense. It would definitely count as like aggravated assault and murder and attempt to like break into like, you know, private sectors and blah 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 blah. Right? Any actual crimes that exist, it would probably count. Would it be multiversal genocide because of Tournament of Power? No, I think, I mean, he'd probably get accused for it, but he could easily say that's not me, and Higuruma would go, yeah, it wasn't him. You know, it was Zeno. It wasn't him. I mean, Goku incited it, but he didn't actually carry it out. So, I think you would get a pass on that. The stage destruction in this game is hilarious. It is, because you just fire a few basic ki blasts down and the world explodes. At first, I hated Yuji because he wants the cool one. Good lord, I was so wrong. Now Yuji's my favorite protagonist. Yeah, I feel like he's just a really easy protagonist to just like. I mean, again, that could just be my opinion because I obviously my favorite kind of protagonists are like good boys in general. I like Deku despite how much I slander him. I do think that Deku actually has good values, and when he does his best to help people, those are my favorite parts of him by far. Like, Deku beating up people to me is less interesting than when he's helping people, because he's the strongest person like in his verse other than All Might. Him beating up people is mad fucking easy. See, why did you boom the planet? I'm so sorry. Oh, wait, hold up. We're just gonna hit you with this. I'm unlucky enough that Higuruma would pull out the random time I stabbed a guy in school with a pencil because he annoyed me. Then I just lose the ability to fight. Yeah. Red Ribbon Army. Oh, yeah, you're right. Red Ribbon Army might count as a terrorist organization. No, Goku might just beat Higuruma straight up, actually, yeah. Now, fuck Deku, I'm a permanent hater. Hey, whatever floats your boat. Nobody can control you. Did you destroy my house? No. No. No.
I'll remember you.
I was thinking about this before. Izuku is literally too good for Higuruma to find any. Yeah, no, Higuruma wouldn't be able to get shit on Deku as well. What's the worst thing Deku's ever done? Maybe he killed Dark Might, but that guy was a super villain. Higuruma's gonna know that as well and go, yeah, we can't give you that. Maybe Dark Deku was doing hero shit too. Dark Deku wasn't even evil. Yeah, no, Higuruma wouldn't be able to do shit about Deku as well. But that's the thing about Higuruma. If Higuruma knows you're not evil, he just stops fighting you. He wouldn't continue to fight you after that. He would go, oh, okay, cool. What am I supposed to do then? Like, I don't have a problem with good guys. I have a problem with evil people. I bet maybe Zuko not following his master's rules. Maybe the crime he could get would be his negligence leading to the endangerment or harm of others, or even the potential death of others, right? That's the most it could be. I guess kind of like... No, it wouldn't even be like drunk driving, because drunk driving is you intentionally driving into a nigga because you're not thinking straight. But what Deku does is like a chain of events. So it'd be really hard to get him on that. I think Higuruma would definitely go, nah, you didn't do that shit. Vigilante Deku was breaking quirk regulation laws by acting alone without a pro hero license. Oh, if it's working by the My Hero rules, then yeah, he probably would get fucked on that. He probably would get fucked on that. Yeah, he would definitely get fucked up on that. I mean, all Higuruma could do at that point would take his quirks away. And, I mean, base Deku is still, like... I mean, I want to assume base Deku is still pretty strong, right? Deku with no quirks, even without one for all. He should still have good stats. I don't think he could beat up Higuruma, like, and win. But he'd have good enough stats that Higuruma would probably not want to fight him. He'd be like... Nigga, you too nice. You too chill. You're a good guy. You're even holding back on me, even though you don't have your quirks. Like, I can't fight someone who's doing that. I have to stop. You know? He probably would just stop fighting him. And Deku wouldn't die, obviously. I don't think Deku would die in the time that he's fighting Higuruma like that. What about Vegeta? Vegeta just dies right away. He gets the death sentence and he loses his ki, and Vegeta's fought with his ki his whole life, so he gets fucked up. And then he gets touched by the sword and he dies. Like, even if you want to say Higuruma's not fast enough to hit Vegeta, I think Vegeta missing his ki for even a moment would fuck him up too much. There could be stronger than Higuruma and more fighting skills too. Don't know if he would beat the magic Gavel of Doom though. The Gavel of Doom is mad strong, but I don't know. It'd be hard to tell if the Gavel of Doom would actually kill him. I don't think it would. Deku would lose because Bakugo gets killed by Higuruma or some shit. Bakugo would definitely die, yeah. Izuku would think of a retrial faster than Yuji. He probably would. He probably would. Because Yuji does rely on his physical strength. So even when he loses his curse technique, it basically doesn't do anything to him. He's like, okay, who the fuck cares? It's only when he realizes that beating Higuruma to death is very unlikely does he go retrial. So, yeah. Isn't Ki Life Force? Wouldn't he just die instantly? No. In OG Dragon Ball, Goku and the rest didn't even know what Ki was for like a good section of the series. If you lose all of your Ki, it would definitely make you way weaker, right? But I don't think it would kill you. It would make you way weaker, even if you weren't using your Ki consciously. Like, if you took the Ki out of Kid Goku at the start of the series, he would get way weaker. He wouldn't even know why, but he would. It wouldn't kill him, though. So... Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a very OP verse. Oh, yeah, naturally, yeah. I love Higuruma, but bro should have died at the end. I'm of the camp that if what they say about Higuruma is true, if Higuruma is a Gojo Satoru level person when he's fully awakened, a cleave is not going to kill him. You know what I mean? Gojo is not dying in a single cleave. You know what I mean? Suguna could cleave Gojo on his head and he wouldn't die. So, yeah. If Higuruma fought Deku, all four would show up and randomly make it about him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he would. ZZZ has PlayStation achievements? Hey, that's good. Oh, yeah, no, Higuruma murdered a courtroom full of people. Yeah, he did. For a guy who talks about justice, he also gets really upset at the state of the world. I think that's the only reason why he attacked Yuji, even though Yuji was nice, because he was also mentally fucked. How about Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan? Oh, Eren definitely gets fucked. Because most of Eren's crimes are murder. Like, by far, most of his crimes are murder. He would get fucked. So, yeah. What about Zeus from Record of Ragnarok? I don't know what kind of effect the ability would have on an actual straight-up god. I'm not sure. Jotaro took himself to jail, right? Yeah, no, Jotaro took himself to jail. I think the most he would lose is his stance, but let's be real. Jotaro can beat the fuck out of so many people without his stance. So... I think Yuguruma's a nice guy with a good... yeah, he's a nice good guy with a mental state that's in shambles, yeah. What if Elphys was in Chainsaw Man? Elphys is mad fucking OP. That wouldn't even be fair. Okay, let's do the last training of the Aura Farmer and we'll end the stream. Because I do still need to get ready for the Gekishin Squadra. So, yeah. If so, Higuruma probably should have just sacrificed himself for Yuji and called it a day. Maybe.
So, show me what you
Is Higuruma just Ghost Rider? I guess he's just a nice version of Ghost Rider. Because Higuruma used to be a lawyer, and then he got a curse technique. And his curse technique happens to be about judging people. So, in a sense, yeah. He's like Ghost Rider. I mean, he's Ghost Rider, but he has to put way more effort in. Because he can't just pen and stare you. When you get the death sentence, he still needs to touch you with the sword. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, damn. Shit. Even if Goku and gang didn't know what ki was, it still affects them because Farm of a Shotgun still showed up on the Scouter, which relies on sensing life force. Yeah. Okay. He just hit me a tiny bit and gave up. There's no way. Bro, wasting so much damn time. Slipper is streaming Mario Kart World. Oh, okay. I should definitely link you guys to Slippers after this then. I did not think he'd be streaming that. Didn't Alphas fight every fighter and God in Xenoverse and win? Talk about a one-sided ass whipping? Yeah. If I'm being honest, I think the Xenoverse CAC beats the fuck out of Wally West. Xenoverse CAC is a laughably OP as fuck character. But he's an OC, that doesn't count. No, he's an OC that exists in a video game. If you don't want to say Xenoverse CAC, you can just say the main time patroller. What's his name? Me? Right? The Xenoverse 2 time patroller would have all the same stats as your own CAC. Because he did all of that shit too. Oh, Wally West is faster than people who can then teleportation. Okay, how many times have I back hit people out of instant transmission? You know when people are spamming instant transmission around you and you just do a back hit? I'm also faster than someone that can teleport. It's light work. It's easy as fuck. You know when people vanish and you hit them? Yeah. Like that's not a problem at all. Oh, what if he steals their speed with the speed force? Okay. I'm faster than him. Doesn't matter. When he attempts to take the speed with the speed force, we're the Xenoverse CAC. When his energy comes in contact with our energy, we're using fucking Godbind on him. You know that shit Broly did to Goku? Where Goku tries to use Godbind on Broly and Broly redirects it at Goku? We're taking his fucking speed instead. He's not doing shit. I killed him in one hit. Holy fuck, man. One hit. That was not a good fight. That was a you just beat the you just killed him in one hit. That's not a good fight. Stop lying. Depending on what you lose, you can kill him and break his domain, or does he have BS Hakari regen until he touches you? Who? Higuruma? No, Higuruma doesn't have Hakari's regen. Back hitting and into the transmission spammer is an FTL perception blitz. It really is. That one, show him, Steve. Stop spamming your statements. Look, we have real statements. Okay, here's another statement, right? Let's do some math. If Champa and Vados, right? Remember when Supreme Kai is watching Goku versus Beerus in the manga, and Champa and Vados are also watching it, and they're looking at Champa and Vados on the magic ball. Champa and Vados look at the magic ball, and as the Supreme Guys are going, oh my god, they're looking at us. Champa and Vados are instantly behind them. They crossed God knows how much distance in an instant to get behind them. Now that's Champa and Vados. Champa is a fraud level god of destruction. He's a bum. We know this. He's a bum. 100% he's a bum. On everyone's soul, he's a bum. Okay, cool. Jiren is stronger than a god of destruction. That's a fact, right? But we're not stopping there. Jiren at full power is definitely stronger than a god of destruction. But we're also not going to stop there. Ultra super villain full power Jiren is 9 million% stronger than a god of destruction. We literally see a team up of Champa, Beerus, Belmod, Topo, Dispo, and Goku fight ultra super villain Jiren, and they're going extreme diff. You can be ultra super villain Jiren in your base form. So your speed is so fast, it's fucking irrelevant. Just assume the Xenoverse character is fast enough to do anything he wants. When people say the character hits you, that's what the Xenoverse character does. He just hits you. There's no ifs or whens. He just will. It will happen. There's no hope that he might do it. He will do it. In his base form. If you want, he can go fucking beast. And it would be way worse. And it would be way worse. You wouldn't be able to do shit. So, the Xenoverse character is so unbelievably fast. It's unreal. And this isn't even talking about how much attack and defense he has either. Dude, okay, what's the strongest attack in Xenoverse 2? I'm trying to think of it. The strongest attack in Xenoverse 2 might be Beerus' Sphere of Destruction. Or it could be Ultra Super Villain Jiren's ultimate attack, because he's stronger than all the God of Destructions, right? So Ultra Supervillain Endurance Ultimate Attack is the strongest attack in the game. You can survive that. You can go Super Saiyan Blue. You can have a Super Soul that heals you. You could just have natural fucking regen. Or maybe it's a versus battle with all of your equipment. Now you can use your capsules as well. The Xenoverse character is fucking laughably OP. I guarantee he beats Wally West. There's no way he doesn't. And guess what? Guess what? Huh. You might be pretty good, but you can't tap into the Speed Force. Shh. Vroom. And as he does it, what happens on the screen? What do you think happens on the screen? Costume unlocked. Skill unlocked. Speed Force. Costume unlocked for Flash's suit. What does the Universe CAC instantly hit? Shh. Vroom. It's over. How the fuck does Wally beat that? He just saw it, so now it's his. Oh, thank you for showing me that move. That's mine now. How the fuck does Wally beat that? He doesn't. He legit just does not beat that. Doesn't even... Ordinary life could be playing at max volume and he doesn't beat that. So, yeah. Xenoverse protagonist is actually broken. Only thing stronger is Heroes Cast, maybe. Maybe. Xenoverse 2 stats and levels are inflated. The game sucks for PvP, it does. D4C Love Train obviously beats Gojo and Sukuna. Actually, hold on. I'm trying to wonder if World Slash affects that at all. Why does Tusk Act 4 break through Love Train again? It uses the infinite spin to get through the barrier, right? I assume that works on the same logic as World Slash just going through the barrier and going through you as a person. So, Sukuna definitely beats D4C Love Train. I mean, if he hits it, right? There's nothing stopping D4C from just beating him to death as well. Because Jojo stands on laughably quick as well. I don't know if they have the attack to beat Sukuna, but they definitely have the speeds to, like, tag him. But World Slash would hit Funny Valentine. And Valentine probably thinks it wouldn't do any damage either. That's the worst part. He probably thinks it wouldn't do any damage, so he would just get hit by it. Tusk Act 4 is infinite? Yeah. I mean, I guess if Gojo goes into full Binding Val Merchant, he can probably use his infinity to get through Love Train as well, then. If Gojo goes into full Binding Val Merchant mode, he could probably maybe use infinity to go through it. He wouldn't be able to use blue, because blue just attracts things, right? He would have to wrap infinity around his strikes so he could punch through it. So, yeah. Gojo would have to be a Binding Val Merchant, but Sukuna could just hit him with World Slash. But again, let's assume Funny Valentine isn't just going to stand there and let that shit happen to him. If he fights back, then I probably say it's just fucking high diff for both sides. I mean, unless if it's... Okay. If it's the... Oh, God. If it's the Sukuna before the final fight Sukuna, I think Sukuna just wins that. And it's not even high diff. Because he has one specific thing that bypasses everything. And you guys know what that is. I don't have to say it. He has one specific thing that bypasses everything. And it's not even fair. So, I think that would be really hard to beat. Does that mean Tusk would also... Yeah, Tusk 100% goes through Gojo's Infinity, yeah. There's no way Tusk doesn't. Tusk 1,000,000% goes through Gojo's Infinity. I believe Tusk could easily do it. And just like Funny Valentine, Gojo actually does Aura Farm with his Infinity, so he would actually get hit. Love Train detects all misfortune. They ain't doing shit. I mean, it still gets beat by the boundaries of space interacting with it, though. That's why the infinite spin would beat it, right? Can you play a different game? No, we're ending the stream. We've aura farmed completely. Let's unlock light grenade and end the stream. We were so close to actually swapping game. I was so sad. I was so fucking sad. I was so close to actually swapping game. But we managed to survive. And we're actually getting stronger too. I want to explain how Super Perfect Cell would beat Frisk because he'd infinitely... I want to explain how Super Perfect Cell would beat Frisk because he'd infinitely death loop him and infinitely get Frisk to reload the saves just to do it again. Oh, I see, I see. If I was Gojo, I'd be sick to watch Tusk rip through my infinity or say Chimimi, yeah. Whilst you know 7-hour Dragon Ball stream, streaming this game for 7 hours would turn me into fucking an unlimited void victim. I would be so fucked. Ultimate Tenkaichi Kak, no, Xenoverse Kak is way fucking stronger. What's Ultimate Tenkaichi Kak's best feat? His best feat is beating Ultimate Shannon, but we have no idea how strong that nigga is supposed to be. Oh, Slow Plays ended the stream. I couldn't even... Oh, I'm such a bum. I would have liked to send you guys over his way. Damn, I didn't even know he was streaming. If I wasn't yapping, I probably could have sent you guys over his way. I'm so sorry. That's my fault. Stream Squadra for 7 hours. We might honestly stream that game for ages when it drops. But I want to make a video first, and then we'll stream it like crazy. Beating SSJ5 Gogeta in base. Oh, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, I forgot. You can do that in this game. I assume you'd be able to perceive it, but even if you can't, Frisk ain't getting past SPC. Yeah. Bonnie Valentine would just hide inside the flag to negate damage. Maybe, maybe. All right, let's end it here. Imagilo raided you in the last couple of minutes. Either one of us raiding the other would have been sick. I should have taken the initiative though, because I heard he was streaming and I didn't even try and wrap this shit up. I was just yapping like a bum. Okay. I think this is a good place to end it. How about that? How about that, fellas? What are we streaming tomorrow? Most likely Gekishin Squadra, because the beta's gonna come out. So yeah. So I'll make a video on it when it goes live. Maybe I won't make a video on it dead early in the morning. Maybe I might save it for a bit later in the day. Because by the time it drops, it will be dead early in the morning or super late at night for you guys. Who knows? Maybe I might save it for later in the day. But regardless, I'll still make a video on it. So I'm trying to think of which character I'll do first. I think I know who I'll do first. Didn't Omega raise Frieza Saga level enemies to get to GT Saga level? Oh, you know, yeah, of course, but we have no way of telling how far he took them. He do? Oh, yes, I did get Yijuan. I did. I did 3 single summons like a few hours before the stream, and I got her. And then I found out that there's only 2 fucking W engines in the game that run on her. 3, to be honest. One is a blue Rupture engine, one is a purple Rupture engine, and then the last one is her actual engine. Instead of doing any of that bullshit, I took Nekomasa's engine and I put it on her, because even though she can't use the special effects, I just wanted to give her the stats, which is the crit rate and the attack stat. So Neko Miyamata, I love you so much, I'm so sorry, but look, I'm not using you right now, so I'm gonna give your Wenjin to the princess, and then when she gets her own Wenjin, I'll give you your Wenjin back. How about that? But yeah, I did actually manage to get the sorceress, the poor cat. She's HP based. I know she's HP based, but look, how many HP Wenjins are in the game? Let's be real. How many HP Wenjins are in the game? So I just gave her Nekomasa's. Because you have to remember the 5-star Wenjins have higher base stats than any other Wenjin in the game. They do have higher base stats. So you would just pick them for the base stat alone. But yeah, that's it. Stealing from the poor. You're right, I am. Stealing from the flat and giving it to the busty. So fucking true, goat. So true. Alright, let's wrap this up. I do love you all. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm going to have meat pies tonight. Because I know them shits will be so good they'll put me to sleep in an attosecond. And then I'll do Gekishin Squadra. But for now, that'll be it. I do love you all. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you fellas all next time. Join me tomorrow as we play the first Dragon Ball MOBA, recent Dragon Ball MOBA, and we'll make videos on it and we'll stream it and we'll have a good old time. That'll be it. I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Take care and peace, homies. Bye bye. Mwah. Mwah. Stay cool.